When you are programming, you are mostly working with data. That data may be a number, maybe a name of something or someone, and you also want to store that data and you may want to use it later on in your program. This is where the variables comes in the picture. A variable means a container that holds a value. You can define a variable, assign the value to the variable, and then you can retrieve the value afterwards in your program. And there is a lot of exciting things that you can do with variable. So just remember this. A variable is simply a container that holds value or data. As we have already gone through this concept of identifiers, so let's go ahead and have a look at how you can declare a variable and use it in your program. This is the official Microsoft documentation for Visual Basic, and we are looking at this how to create a new variable. So this is how you can create a new variable. You use this dim keyword that you are familiar with. Dim stands for dimension, followed by the name of the variable. We call this identifier. This is used to identify your variable. So in this case, new customer is our variable. So this is how you declare the variable and use it in the program. So let's see this in action. I am into chapter 4, variables project, and this is our test app that we have written earlier, and I have just renamed the project to variables. So as I said, to declare a variable, we can use a dim keyword. So just dim followed by the identifier or the name of the variable. Then you can use as to define the data type of the variable. We will learn about data types in the following chapter, but right now just remember that you can define the data type of the variable at the time of declaration. So right now let's just use string. Then you can assign an initial value to this variable using just string literal. So here I'm typing is equal to hello. So this means now this myvar is equal to hello. Let's test this. I'm calling the output function and passing myvar. If you don't follow this, if you don't understand what is going on, I will recommend you to go back and learn the chapter where I have explained the output function. That will be in the getting started chapter. Now let's run it. So when we run this and click on run, it prints hello. That means myvar is holding this value. Now let's go ahead and change its value. So I am simply typing the name myvar is equal to good morning, and then I am just calling the output function and passing myvar. Now let's go ahead and run this. I'll click on run, and as you see, it types hello and then good morning. Now this is because first we have set the value to hello, we output this, and then we change its value to good morning. So this is how we can set the value of a variable and then use it in our program later on when we need this. One more thing to notice is the scope of the variable. That means you can only access the variable inside the subroutine or a function where it is declared. So for instance, if I want to access MyWhere in this subroutine, I will not be able to do that. Let's try. So I'm calling the output function and I'm typing MyWhere. Notice that this time Visual Studio does not give us the suggestion for that variable. And if I'm typing the name anyway and save the file, you'll be able to see this blue underline. So when I hover over MyWhere, it says MyWhere is not declared. It may be inaccessible due to its protection level. This means we have not declared MyWhere in this subroutine. We have declared it into this subroutine. So this is why we can only use MyWhere into this subroutine and not outside.